Hurry up, your mother's waiting for us.
Coming, Dad.
Go.
Dad, do you love Mom?
What do you mean, sweetheart?
Do you love Mom?
Your mother and I...
You are doing great. Just give it some more time.
We've had 3 sessions already with almost no progress.
Everyone works at different paces. You will break through to him eventually. Just remember, it's about establishing a relationship of trust. All right. Fine. Cool. Breathe.
It's time.
Go ahead. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, I owe you one. Bye. Good afternoon. How's it going? I'm having a decent afternoon.
We don't need these stupid formalities.
Nothing wrong with establishing a nice rapport and having conversation.
I don't need to be buddy-buddy with my therapist.
How are things going today?
Do you even care beyond getting paid for all this?
Of course I care. Tell me everything that's going on in your mind.
Whatever. I saw my daughter die right in front of me. I haven't slept, obviously, but I can handle it. But they say it's affecting my work, so I'm here for a few rounds of therapy with you. Stop me if it gets too repetitive for you.
It's good to keep going over things.
It's not going to change anything.
It can help you move on, maybe get a new perspective in life.
Sorry, sweetie, but nothing changes. Absolutely nothing.
Please, Edward, just keep trying. Together we can do this.
I doubt it. You're only here because a damn suit wanted you to give the final say of whether or not I'm fit for society. But I bet all that professionalism you can shove up a slit of a skirt of yours couldn't help empathize anyone with real pain.
Are you here for a therapy session or just to mess around? Because I'm trying to help you. I can't help you if this is what you're gonna do, whatever this is.
You're right. I was just hoping someone could understand my pain.
I understand pain, Edward. I can't see it exactly how you see it. All I see is how it affects you.
Yeah, well, I can see it.
What does it look like? Edward?
What does what look like?
Your guilt or your pain.
Nothing good.
Can you describe it for me?
It's like I can see my daughter. And I want to say I'm sorry, but I can't. She just looks at me, stares, and says nothing.
Come on, Dad. Hurry up.
I fell asleep.
You sound shocked. Then again, you don't get to see those bags under your eyes.
Well, I guess I should be going then.
Just what makes you think that? We still have to finish our session.
Please, my hour has to be up by now.
Your hour's up when I say it's up. I'm not gonna let you stand here and drive yourself deeper into solitary depression. Just so happens I keep an empty schedule for moments like these.
Well, it looks like one of us could use some therapy anyway.
Sit down. Now, you were thinking about your daughter?
Lucky guess.
You said she died. I know that feeling, not leaving you. It seeps in and tries to dominate your whole existence. But you're not alone.
I don't see anyone lining up. Maybe I should sell tickets.
I was talking about myself. How about we talk about your wife?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, so you prefer to talk about your dead daughter than your wife?
I would prefer to talk about neither.
Look, your work might have requested this, but you came in here willingly asking for my help. So if you don't talk, I can't help you.
I can't think of her clearly without bringing up Kate. Every time I try to think of her, I think of Kate. She left when she died. It was like a lifetime ago. I can't think of her clearly since the crash. All I know is that all hope died when Kate died. But I'm sure you know the feeling.
What do you mean?
You said you knew the feeling. I believe you. So who did you lose?
My daughter.
You were close.
Tighter than a knot. But I've made my peace.
Really? Because it looks like you blame yourself.
What? No.
So how come there's no pictures here? Because you don't want to look at it.
Edward, I'm trying to help you. Maybe I don't look at them, and maybe I don't try. Maybe I don't look at them, and maybe I try not to remember sometimes. But I can live with myself. I look at you, and all I see is brokenness and despair. You never tried living a normal life, and then you separated yourself from the real world, and somehow just brought yourself into this state of acting out like a child who was ADHD or something. Since when is that an acceptable way of living life? I may not always leave it out, but I always have a picture with me, so I never forget what I lost. You just drink and repress everything. You're drunk now.
I'm not drunk.
Really? So that's not whiskey I smell on your breath?
I had a drink. Big deal. Everyone has one sometimes.
It's 9 in the morning, Edward.
I'm done with these sessions.
You blame yourself. You blame yourself because you couldn't keep it together and you lost your family. You drank too much, maybe missed one too many Little League games. And now you hate yourself.
You don't know my situation. And you have no right to judge me.
And you have no right to say that things don't get better or change because it's hard to talk about. You know what's hard to talk about? My parents blame me for my daughter's death. I wasn't there for her in her last moments. I put all the responsibility on my husband, and I didn't do anything. I also lost everything.
Look, parents don't know shit I should know. It couldn't have been your fault.
No, it's not that. You smell kind of bad. So, parents don't know shit, huh?
I guess not. My father never did like my wife. I think he had resentment for all women, actually. We argued a lot when I mentioned I was getting married.
That worked out well, huh?
Yeah, he and I never saw at the same level. I don't know why my mom even married him. When she died and I cried, he just said, "Son, no point crying over spilled milk. But he who spilled the milk, for he just lost $1. Selfish cunt.
Ever thought of
Might be easier now that he's, kicked the bucket. Dead.
Oh,
Yep. Shifted off this mortal coil.
singing with the angels.
Going through the tunnel of light.
Dirt nap.
Pushing up daisies.
Living 6 feet under.
Sleeps with the fishes.
Passed on.
That's kind of weak. So are we about done here?
Why didn't you try to patch things up with your wife?
Over Kate's warm body? Yeah, that would have went over pretty well. The only thing that kept us together was our amazing daughter. She had everything except two parents that couldn't love each other.
Maybe you could still try to make peace with her.
Look, it's not like anything that didn't die way beforehand. I can't even remember her face during the crash. And even if I tried, it wouldn't have worked out anyway. We married too young, and that's all there is to it.
But surely you could talk to her.
What about your parents, huh? What did they do after your daughter's death?
That's different. My parents blame me for my daughter's death. At her funeral, they said it was my actions that led to it. I couldn't look at them in the eye.
Well, if you weren't there, it couldn't have been your fault. But Kate, she was mine. I could have. It should have been me.
Kate would have wanted you to live better than this.
She knew.
Knew what?
That me and her mother were fighting. The last thing she said to me is if we still loved each other, and I couldn't respond to her properly. She sat there and just stared at me.
If you could say something to her right now, what would it be?
It's useless. Look at me. There's only hope for people like me in bedtime stories. I see you there young and happy. For people like me, I'm old. And wounds heal slower when you're older. Sometimes they don't even heal at all.
Anything can heal in time.
Yeah. Well, not my hole in my heart.
Nothing can fix the hole that Kate left. But when we lose someone, we always have their memories.
The only memory I have is Kate wondering if her parents still love each other. Of course I loved her. Even if we argued sometimes, the love was present. But when Kate died, all of it came to an end. She lifted up my life beyond belief, but it all came coming down and shattered. Now I have nothing.
Nothing? How can you say you have nothing left? You have 12 years of memories and happiness that you had the privilege of sharing with each other.
What memories?
The only good memory I have is my daughter wondering if we still love her. What kind of memory is that?
I know how it feels.
No, you don't. You sit there on your high horse with your notes in your pad trying to psychoanalyze me. You think you can help me, but you know what? You can't. There's nothing left. There's no one that can fucking help me. You think you think the beauty of this world is all color, but for me it's just black and white.
I think you're looking at this all wrong. Your daughter lived a good life, and she'd want you to do the same. When you go around drinking your life away, you're essentially telling your daughter, you don't matter. Your life wasn't worth it, and your death meant nothing. Personally, I'm a bit ashamed of you. If you're just gonna stand there and not say that your daughter was the best thing that ever happened to you, it's no wonder your life turned out this way.
The matter of fact is that she's gone. And I'll never see her again.
And I'll never see mine. But that doesn't mean that we can't live the way they would have wanted us to live. Alive and full of hope.
I really don't have much, do I?
You're not alone.
Yes, I am. I go out that door and no one cares. The only thing that eases my mind is the bottom of a bottle. You see, you may have dealt with your demons, but I can't. I'm haunted by everything I didn't do, and it's my fucking fault. I know I shouldn't blame myself, but guess what? I do. And there's nothing I can do to change that.
Look, I care more than you'll ever know. So from me to you, you're not hopeless.
Stop fooling yourself. We might want to think that somewhere someone might give a damn, but guess what? They don't. This life takes you for everything you've got and it wants more, but guess what? I'm fucking done. I'm tired and I don't want any more. Well, I guess that's that.
Edward. Edward, please. Edward, please come back.
How did it go?
I don't think you'll ever remember me.
It might take some time, but he will remember. The trauma of the accident just caused a relapse. But he'll get it back in time.
I don't know, with every session, I feel like he's slipping away from me, and I don't know what to do.
So why don't you just tell him then?
Because the doctor said if I tell him outright, it might just make him completely spiral. I probably shouldn't be seeing him like this. But I need to be with him. I need to see him. We need each other. And I just don't want to lose my family altogether. Okay, thank you. Let me know if you hear anything, I guess. I don't... Okay, bye. Where the hell have you been? I've been so worried. Are you drunk? Were you drinking again?
It's always the same story. Don't drink, don't do this. I don't care.
This is not how you deal with pain. Talk to someone.
To who? A bitch of a wife who doesn't care that my daughter's dead?
She was my daughter too.
Stepdaughter. You wanted a boy. This was all a mistake. Nothing but a 4-year mistake. I'm leaving.
What? I'm your wife, okay? You can't just leave like this. What happened until death do us part, huh?
I must have forgot.
Look, you're drunk right now, okay? We'll talk in the morning when you're sober,
and I'll remind you how we met. And
Look! I can't talk anymore if there's old meaning behind the words have been lost. I'm sorry, but I can't do this anymore.
No, Edward, please, come on. Don't, Edward!
Hey, Edward? Did you call? Look, I was wondering if maybe we could talk tonight. There's something I wanted to tell you. Call me back when you hear this, I guess. I love you.